Contrast work with
lại từ
the
đầu.
president to make.
Bật đĩa lên. Ngồi nó nghiêm túc vào, ngồi cân vào. Có nhìn thấy màn hình không? Có nhìn thấy màn hình không?
What is
Có nhìn thấy màn hình không?
Introduction? Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States of America. It has many interesting things to see and learn about. Are you ready to learn about some of them? Do you
Ngồi
know
hẳn vào, như vừa đấy.
Washington, D.C. is named for George Washington, the first president of the United States. D.C. stands for District of Columbia. Government building. The White House is the offices and home of the U.S. President, the leader of the country. The White House has 132 rooms. It has 6 floors, 32 bathrooms, 412 doors, 147 windows, and 28 fireplaces.
Chuyện.
Congress work with the president to make laws. Congress meet in the Capitol building. The Capitol has a dome roof made of iron. On the top of the dome is a statue called Freedom. Across the Capitol area, buildings that make part of the Library of Congress.
Cái tóc nó cầm không biết tóc. Nhanh là một tóc lại.
The library has over 164 million items, more than 12,000 books,
Tay để lên bàn chỉ vào chữ.
maps, pictures, and other items are added each day. Near the Library of Congress building sits the Supreme Court building. The Supreme Court is the highest court of law in the country. The art around the building stand for law and justice.
Cho tay lên bàn, chắc ngồi luôn một tí nữa, cứ thò tay xuống dưới đất đi. Ngồi thẳng người lên.
The huge metal front door weighed around 13 tons, 12 meters. Many other government buildings are also in and around the city. The National Mall. The National Mall is a long park that starts at the Capitol building. People sometimes gather for the celebration or to hold protests of March. Many memories and moments like the National Mall. The Washington Monument honor George Washington. He is little over 555 feet, 169 meters tall. It was the tallest building in the world when it opened in 1884. The Lincoln Memorial. The Lincoln Memorial honors another president, Abraham Lincoln. He was the 60th president of the United States. This memorial has a statue of Lincoln sitting in a chair. It measures 29 feet, 88.8 meters tall. Other monuments and memories like the National Mall Zoo. They honor open leader and people have fought in wars. More things to see. Washington D.C. also have many other things to see. The Children's Introduction Run Museum, garden galleries, and the National Zoo. Visitors can touch a rock from the moon and the National Air and Space Museum. They can see dinosaur fossils up close at the National Museum of Natural History. Museums and galleries are how amazing art. The Smithsonian American Art Museum has art from many different American artists. Other galleries show different kinds of art, such as modern, African, and Asian. For people who like animals, the National Zoo has more than 1,500 on 163 acres and 66 hatches. Visitors can see animals being fed and trained at different times of the day. These are just some of the many things people can see and learn about in Washington, D.C. What does measurement mean? Sometimes it's hard to understand what a measurement means, is that it helps compare something else. Here are some museums for his book. The door to the separate court building weighs 13 tons, 12 meters. That is large as much as 2 elephants. The Washington Monument is 555 feet, 169 meters tall. That is about 1.5 times as long as an American football field. The statue of the Lincoln at the Lincoln Memorial is 29 feet, 8.8 meters tall with its base. That is about the same height as a 3-story building. Conclusion. Each year, millions of people visit Washington, D.C. They come to see the amazing sights and learn about U.S. history and government. If you visit Washington, D.C., what do you want to see?